Chosen ones are often rejected for unknown reasons. You don't have to do anything for people to reject you. That's because of the light that you carry. And you must learn not to take this personal. When people ignore you or people try to exclude you from activities that you have the right to be in, when people try to triangulate you, it can be friends, can be family, and you can't explain why. You can just be acting normal, trying to be friendly, and people will reject you. You start doubting yourself. You start thinking, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? You have this mental back and forth with yourself. Then you start questioning yourself if you have a bad character or if there's something you're doing or something you're saying to people that make people reject you. If you are just being yourself and you notice that you are always rejected from groups, from family gatherings, friendships, and workplace, when you're just being yourself, just know that you are someone with light. What you need to check is if that rejection does not affect the progress of your life, then you know that it's not really an attack against you. It's a fear of the light that you carry and it triggers people. Sometimes you just step into an office and you want to make an inquiry about something and someone is having an attitude just by looking at you. So just by the way you look, people already feel triggered. Are you this person? Imagine questioning yourself because someone is triggered about how bright you are. It doesn't make any sense. And this is very, very regular for some people. Some people have experienced this numerous times in their lives and they don't really know how to explain it. Because if you explain something like this to people, to other people, people will just look at you like you're feeling yourself or you are exaggerating your experience. But that's not the case. Anytime you are in a room and you're always rejected, or people will be having a conversation and immediately you walk in, it's silence everywhere. If it's people you call your friends, they don't like to invite you to certain places. You have to beg for your friends to include you and they still don't. And you are sure you've never been bad to these people. It can get to you. It can make you feel bad. You start isolating yourself because of that fear of rejection. But when you check other aspects of your life and everything is progressing fine, stage by stage, but when it comes to personal relationships with other people, it's like you have to audition to be accepted. I want to say this to you. Do not take it personal. It's just something about you. It's just something about your grace, your light that is so triggering. Once you have this established in your mind, you will never feel the need to be validated once you've been rejected. Okay? After a rejection, it is advisable not to accept future invitations from the same people that rejected you. If you do, they will make you feel like you should be grateful for being invited to the group. So when you've been rejected and you now have something that is of value to people that once rejected you, they see you as some sort of holy grail, especially when they are in close proximity with you. They mentally rank you with people that they want to be in their group but have no access to them. You are the closest to them. So they don't feel low about themselves or defeated. They don't feel like they're losing their position because people have a mental position of themselves in other people's lives. So they don't feel like you are taking their space or you are taking their shine. They will always try to put you in a humble position. When you were rejected and in the future you become valuable to a group or to your family, now they invite you, they accept you, not because they like you, but because your value is now of importance and it's needed at that particular time. When they have access to that value that you bring, they want you to be grateful because of their own ego. They want you to be grateful for being accepted. So when you try to say no to some things, they make you feel like since you've been invited, you have to say yes to every request. Secretly, they've placed you at the very top of their mind. You can do something that they cannot do. You have something that they cannot bring to the table. Now they want you to be part of their circle. They see you as someone that is, up there, like a real deal. You've been perceived as important. They feel like you've been validated by them. They know that you bring something of value. This is how they see you, but they will never tell you. They won't express it to you because they want you to be grateful for that invitation. They won't tell you that they no longer look down on you because of the value that you bring, that they need in their lives, because they want you to be grateful and say yes to every request, even if it goes against your value or against something that you're capable of doing. They want you to go above and beyond and make you feel like they are doing you a favor. So you are not being overlooked anymore. You are not being seen as the last person or an extension of the family or friend groups. Now people are willing to invite you. People want to collaborate with you. Your friends want to party with you. The church groups are inviting you because now they see your status. As a chosen one, your light, without you having anything attached to your name, is triggering to people. So imagine when your blessings are now noticeable. Your elevation is noticeable to everyone. Now they want you, but they are not trying to give you the credit. When they invite you in, it's not because they now like you or they appreciate you. It's because you are something of value. You symbolize something, or your presence will mean something in a church group or in a social group where you've not been included or you've not been given your proper respect. When they invite you into certain places that they don't usually invite you in because of your new status, it's because they want to upgrade the look of that social circle, of the church, of the event. Not because they appreciate you, but because they see your worth now. People want you to be part of their circle. People want you to be part of their team, part of their network. People now see you as valuable, that you have a lot to offer, and that will make that circle look or be perceived better. So people are finally starting to see you for what you bring, not for who you are. In this kind of environment, it's expected that you say yes to everything. It's expected that you are appreciating of everything. It's like an inversion. They are treating you like they are doing you a favor for being in their group while you shine light to them. But you've been valuable a long time ago. Just because status-wise, socially-wise, they did not see it, but they felt it. You understand? So because it's now visible, it's now profitable, it's now valuable, those people will want to invite you in solely for that value that you contribute to the group. If you are someone that things come to easily, and in your family, people do not respect you because your elevation is not yet visible. People don't invite you. People don't include you. People reject you a lot. People have attitude towards you. When you suddenly become rich, that is when they remember you. That is when they start including you into certain activities that you were once rejected from. Okay? Just know that that rejection means those people were never meant to be in your life. They did not deserve you. Now that your value is visible across board, now that they know what you bring to the table, this is not the right time to be accepted in such group. Because if you go back to that circle, you will be expected to say yes to every request. And it's not for your benefit. You will be expected to show gratitude when your light is the one carrying that group or that event or that family. I have a friend who was rejected by his family because he was a kind person, because he was humble, and because he was broke. Okay, he had nothing. He's from a royal family. He's also the firstborn. He's very secluded and he's very different from the rest of the family members, from majority of the family members. He's very accommodating to people. The rest of his family don't like him because of these attributes. And he was not willing to give in to the pressure to be just like them. So because of that, they excluded him in a lot of family benefits, inheritance, until when the family inheritance and the family properties have depleted. God raised this man from the position he was to a higher position. When he finally became rich, they wanted to have a piece of what he now has. Now, this person in the family has a brand to be promoted. Another person has a business to be invested in. They forgot how he was treated because he behaved differently, because he called out the abuse in the family, because he told them that it was wrong to treat people negatively. They were angry that he was trying to be a good person to make them look bad. Meanwhile, they are actually bad people. So after all said and done, after taking all of what rightfully belongs to him, after excluding him from family gatherings, family celebrations, family meetings, now he has surpassed their expectation. He has been elevated by God. He's been invited to every family meeting. The respect that they refused to accord him, he's been accorded that respect. He waited to make sure he knew why they were faning over him, just for him to be called by a family member asking for something. Now he knew they just wanted to use him, not because they now liked him. So he kept his distance, refused to participate in whatever they were doing. He didn't say it out loud. He didn't express it directly that he didn't want to be a part of the group or part of their meetings. He just respectfully declines anytime they called him. He knew that the only reason why he was being accepted back into the family circle, into their private meetings that they used to reject him from, was because of his new status, because of the possible contributions they would be able to get from him. So he was rejected not because he did something wrong or said something wrong or attacked anybody, just because he had a good spirit, just because he was good with people in a way that triggered the rest of the family. This is how chosen ones are treated. When you look at the reason why you're being rejected, it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes you are being rejected by people that don't know you. They're meeting you for the very first time. When God shows you to the group and shows your full potential, when that time comes, make sure that you reject the invitation because it's no longer for your benefit. You are not being invited because it has benefit over your life. You don't need that validation at that point. You are only invited because of the benefit that will be gotten from you, and you will be made to feel that you should be grateful for finally being invited. Have you ever been in situations where you were constantly rejected and you don't know the reason why? You did a self-reflection and you asked yourself, what might be the possible reason why people are treating me like this? And you can't come up with something reasonable about why. But when you evaluate other aspects of your life, God is elevating you gradually. Then there is nothing you need to worry about. Just know that when you carry a certain level or a certain intensity of brightness shining through how you behave, how you speak, how you present yourself, how you look, people will be triggered and people will not know how to act around you. And in the normal human nature, they would want to reject you until they see you might be valuable. And that invitation or that access granted is because they want you to be grateful of you being finally invited. So you must reject that invitation.